last year. Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Dip Dipianco.
We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Diego Dario. Watch the game live and our past episodes on demand on the Pilipinas Live app for just 149 pesos a month. Available for download on Google Play or the App Store.
Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. Round 1 of the UAAP Season 86 women's basketball may be over, but the hype surrounding it has yet to die down. Lucky for the fans, we don't have to wait too long as the second round already kicks off tomorrow. Here to wrap up the first round and look ahead to the second, we have UAAP women's basketball analyst Melissa Newsome. Mel, welcome to the game. I'm surrounded by two basketball analysts here for the men's and women's respectively.
But she's the one putting the spotlight,
Exactly.
of course, in women's basketball. It's so great that we're showcasing women's talent in basketball
right.
this season in the UAAP. Mel, how is your experience so far covering all these games? You were a UAAP athlete before, now you're a broadcaster.
You know, it's so exciting. It's different being off that court, of course, but seeing all the talent that the UAAP has now, I'm just happy to be a part of it still.
Right, and it's obviously more exciting to listen to the coverage because you players have experienced being in that league itself. So thank you for being part of the broadcast team and helping the coverage be better, Mel. Now let's talk about the women's tournament so far. UP off to a hot start before they ended round 1 with a loss. They were off to a 6-0 hot start. Can you talk about their performance in round number 1?
Yes, I think UP was definitely underrated coming into this season. I know we talked about it off air. They had only won 6 games last year, so to come out and win 6 straight was big for them. And it speaks volumes for the growth of their program that Coach Paul Ramos is putting together there.
How big was that win against NU women's team for UP? Because a lot of people expected that they would get that win.
Yeah, I think everyone didn't even know that NU was going to lose again this year.
Right.
Little did they know it was going to be at the hands of UP. So again, it speaks volumes for the growth of that program. And not only do they have the community behind them now, they have sponsorships like Titan, and everyone's getting involved, and that really translates onto the court for these girls and their confidence.
Well, nowhere to go but up here for both men's and women's in the UAAP. But for UP, this women's team, any players that stood out for you in the first round that's really, something to look out for, especially for the fans who want to watch the UAAP?
Yeah, for sure, Favor Ono. She's been really big. She's averaging a double-double for the team. So she's put up the numbers, and it's nice that they have a big man inside because they're very guard dominant. So Favor Ono has been a big factor. And then also we can't ignore Luna Ozar, the Gila standout. And I think her game's very calm and composed, and she puts together this team.
Even as a rookie, what can you see with Luna Ozar, with the way she plays and how she's affected this UP team?
Yes, you can really tell her Gilas experience has played a factor here. Like I said, she diagnoses situations well, especially for a rookie. So that experience helps with this young UP squad as well.
Well, the story was UP getting to a 6-0 start, but the Ateneo Blue Eagles did not let
Very
that...
familiar story.
Exactly. It happened in the men's division as well. But Ateneo beating UP at the end of round 1. And of course, leading the way in the MVP race is Casey De La Rosa. How impressed are you with Casey De La Rosa this season?
I don't even have the words to describe how impressed I am by Casey. We know that she was the Rookie of the Year last year, and she was part of the mythical team. And usually, as a rookie, when you're going in, you don't have that many scouting reports, so you could play how you want to play. But this year, she was at the top of everyone's scouting reports and on everyone's radar. So for her to still put up big numbers, it's really impressive. And I'm excited to see, can you believe she's only a sophomore?
That's crazy.
So I'm excited to see in a few years how her game develops.
Well, I remember covering Casey De La Rosa last season when she was a rookie, and
Yeah.
she did not look like a rookie. She would dominate
Oh, yes.
even the veterans in the UAAP. But you mentioned scouting reports, Mel. If you were to write a scouting report for Casey De La Rosa, what would you say, especially for the fans who are wondering, who is this Casey De La Rosa playing for Ateneo?
Well, honestly, she's proved unstoppable so far. I've covered a majority of their games, and I've seen teams put up different defenses against her, even double her, but she still finds her game. And one thing I love about her is she doesn't force it either. If her shot's not there, she'll get it to her teammates, so she has that basketball IQ as well.
How tall is Casey, if you
I'm
know?
actually not sure the
Maybe like
exact.
6'3",
Very tall.
Yeah, she's
6'3",
very tall.
6'4".
She's taller than me, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
that's
That's
for sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
Very tall. Casey De La Rosa. Let's move forward. Now we've talked about round number 1 and the players that did well in that round. Moving forward to the second round, Mel. Tomorrow, UP will have a rematch against UST. We know how that ended in round number 1. It was an overtime win for UP. What are our expectations for that match tomorrow?
I was actually able to cover that overtime game, and it was so exciting. It was neck and neck throughout all quarters, and you know, I'm expecting it to be the same way tomorrow as well. UST, they're going to come back for redemption,
Right.
so I'm expecting them to come out strong, and then UP coming off that loss versus Ateneo, I expect they want to bounce back as well.
Well, everyone was really talking about, you know, NU and UST coming into the season because of the lineup that they have, especially how they performed last season as well. But this UP and UST kind of, I guess, matchup so far, do you think they're one of the top teams that is trying to contend, of course, against the defending champion of NU?
Oh, definitely. Like I said, watching that UP versus UST game, you could see the caliber they play at. And they're, for me, they're definitely on the top 4 for sure.
Right. When you talk about UST, though, for the fans that are
There you
also wondering, what kind of, you know, basketball do they play? What brand of basketball does this UST team play?
They're a pressure defense team, so they're very high pressure. They get a lot of steals, and they're shooters. They're number 1 in perimeter shots right now in the league.
Oh, wow.
So, and a lot of that comes from Kim Pastrana, not the rookie, but first year with this UST squad. So she's been vital for them.
Or since you were able to cover that game for UP and UST, the players that stepped up for UST were Eka Soriano and Pastrana. They're picking up their pace and their rhythm heading to the second round. What do you think about their performance so far in their last 2 games where they won back-to-back wins?
Yes, Kim Pastrana, she's been at the top all season long. She was the Rookie of the Year with LaSalle, so we expected that from her onto this UST squad. But I think a key factor they've been missing so far was Eka Soriano. This was the first game we've seen big numbers from her, and she is the reigning MVP. So
Right.
I think that was the final puzzle piece UST needed. So this game tomorrow is going to be really exciting.
Well, in that matchup, Eka Soriano had 17 points and 11 assists, but Pastrana had 28 big points for UST. How does Pastrana play? I've been hearing her name as well. I heard she's a baller, a hooper, kind of like Hoson when she plays for Ateneo.
Yeah, she plays with like a swag,
A lot
you
of
know,
swag,
a lot
right.
of swag, and she's so fun to watch, and I love it.
Right, let's talk about the Final Four race, make things a bit more interesting. Maybe ask Mel for hot takes. Who do you think are the teams gunning for that twice-to-beat advantage? Looking at the Final Four, the top 4 right now after the first round, you have UP, NU, UST, and Ateneo. Who do you think have the biggest chances of getting the twice-to-beat advantage?
And that's one thing that's exciting about this season. I think all 4 teams are top contenders for that twice to beat. Of course, UP and NU stand at the top right now, but that's not to underestimate UST and Ateneo as well.
Right. When you talk about you know this finals in the UAAP, especially the second round coming up, there won't be a step ladder because there will be no sweep because you know NU got their first loss, UP got their first loss as well. Do you think there's any team outside of the top 4 right now that can crack the Final Four?
I definitely think there is. Like I said, each year the level of competition is rising. For me, I'm a fan of Josie Caputo for FEU, so I think if there is a team to sneak in there, it would be FEU.
When you talk about this UP team, though, I think NU, they have that experience already that they're gonna be consistent, and they're still the defending champions even if they lost to UP. But for UP, do you think they can handle this kind of pressure now that all eyes are on them? Second round, a lot of the teams have prepared for them as well.
That's something we definitely will have to be on the lookout for. Being against that pressure, you could say you're ready, but when you're actually in that moment, it's something different. So I think UP, they need to be well prepared for that.
Right, we can say that they're newbies in the Final Four stage if ever they continue their hot streak in their second round. Thank you so much, Mel, for joining us and helping us dissect what happened in the first round, and of course, a lot of exciting things in the second round, Diego.
That's for sure. Thank you, Mel.
Thank you.
And after the break, we'll catch up with one strawweight contender, Lito, Thunder Kid Adiwang, as he looks ahead to his next match in one championship. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. Welcome back, you're still watching The Game. Just 1 month after his amazing comeback to the One Championship stage, Lito Adiwang is getting ready for another showdown at One Fight Night 16. Joining us tonight is the Thunder Kid himself. Idol Lito, welcome to The Game.
Thank you for having
Lito,
me.
kamusta? First of all, nasan ka ngayon? Anong ginagawa mo ngayon, Lito?
So, yan, bumalik ulit ako dito sa Bali, Indonesia. And yan, puspusan ng training natin kasi babalik action na ulit ako next week, Sabado. So, abangan natin yan.
Bago natin pag-usapan yung susunod na laban mo, Lito, balikan natin yung last fight mo. 1 month ago, nanalo ka via first round knockout in your comeback fight against Adrian Mathiason. Ano yung pakiramdam na after an injury, after a long break sa sport mo, nakabalik ka and right away nakakuha ka ng first round knockout?
So, sobrang masaya kasi yan, the hard work and sacrifice paid off. So, masaya, sobrang blessed and masaya ako doon na I pull off the victory, and yun nga, ang gusto ko talaga doon is to come back with an spectacular victory. So, yan, masaya ako at napakita ko yan.
Lito, parang ibang klaseng version of Lito yung nakikita natin ngayon kasi grabe rin yung pinagdaanan mo, of course, injuries with your family. Tapos, first game back, first match back, in 23 seconds, tinalo mo agad yung kalaban mo, Lito. Ano yung motivation mo at this time around na bumabalik ka dito sa One Championship?
Sobrang motivation ko is I really want to achieve the highest na ma-achieve ko dito. Kasi yun nga, for that 18 months na medyo nabakante ako, parang napaisip talaga ako na eto na ba talaga ang the end ko? Pero no, I won't let this happen. Talagang gusto kong maging champion dito sa and I really believe in myself. Trainings and things, malayo pang marating. Yun nga, na-visualize ko na magiging champion din ako balang araw. So, yun yung motivation ko na, mga ano lang to, mga pagsubok to. So, magpapakulay pa to sa takbo ng karir ko. So, yan, yun ang yung motivation ko.
Lito, now that you've gotten that out of the way, no, ang tagal ng pahinga mo, na-experience mo na ulit bumalik sa loob ng ring. Pag-usapan natin yung susunod na laban mo because you already got your groove back. Sabi natin, first round, knockout, panalo ka. You're back in action this November 4. Kakalabanin mo ang fellow Filipino fighter na si Jeremy Miado. Naglaban na rin kayo nung nakaraan in 2022. Unfortunately, you suffered that injury in that match. So, ano yung mga preparations mo muna coming into this, knowing na yung last time na nagharap kayo, yun yung nangyari sa'yo?
Yan, chinek ko kung paano ko pa ma-dominate yung laban namin and yung mga kulang ko na hindi ko nagawa sa laban. So, nakita ko na ang dami kong hindi nagawa na dapat ginawa ko sana ng laban namin.
And Lito, as an athlete, medyo naiintindihan.
Yung panalo, pero
Ayan, medyo may
check ko ngayon na
connection problems lang
ulit
tayo.
kami, I'll prove it this time.
Okay,
and show it.
So Lito, of course, makakalaban mo fellow Pinoy as well. Anong pakiramdam na makakalaban mo Pinoy din, pero syempre, medyo walang friends inside the ring, although pareho kayong Pinoy.
So, ayan, nung una talaga, nung una kaming nagharap, parang medyo the fire in me is not there kasi Pinoy din ang kalaban. Pero ngayon talagang okay kasi yung mga fans ko and fans niya and ang dami talagang gustong makita yung rematch namin kung ano ba dapat ang nangyari kung hindi ako na-injury. So this time, yan, we'll answer your questions and yun nga, we wish to entertain our fans again.
Lito, ano yung parang sa tingin mo yung mas malaking factor coming into this match because we know that you had that injury. Yung mental preparation mo ba yung mas pinagtutuunan mo ng pansin or halos pareho lang naman sa physical aspect na ginagawa mo?
Mental and physical. So, binalance ko ngayon. And yan, dapat kinailangan ko lang talagang i-set na for this fight, dapat I need to be sharp, focused, and hindi na gaya ng dati na naghihintay and nagbibigay ng mahabang oras. For this time, I need to be sharp, smart, and get the job done as fast as I can.
Yun yung mga kailangan mo gawin, no? Pero when you talk about Jeremy Miado, di rin biro yun, Lito, nakalaban syempre. Anong i-expect mo sa isang Jeremy Miado once you guys fight inside the ring?
Na-expect kong improved version of Jeremy Miado. Alam naman natin, he's a top fighter and smart. So, yan. In-expect ko na magiging matindi yung bakbakan namin. But yun ang pinaghahandaan ko ngayon na magiging matindi man ang bakbakan namin. I need to make sure na ako ang magiging lamang and mananalo.
And of course, Lito, we wish you the best of luck. But before we let you go, syempre, anong message mo sa mga fans mo and fellow athletes? I heard you also advocate for mga may depression as athletes and of course here in the Filipino community, Lito.
And so, yun yung gusto kong iparating din, i-explain din dati sana sa last fight ko pero hindi ako na-interview na, yun nga, as an athlete. And hindi lang athlete ang natatamaan ng mga ganito. Kung minsan, sa karir natin, talagang may mga pagsubok tayo and katulad ko, lost injury and my parents were both gone last year. So parang yun talaga, medyo natamaan ako ng depression and I needed to fight that. So yun lang, ang message ko is just check someone, talk to someone close to you, and find someone na talagang in your circle that will boost and help you, motivate you. Na yan, make sure na i-push ka sa buhay and make you realize na ang sarap ng buhay. So yeah,
Well, we
just continue and believe in yourself. So yep.
Well, we see
Yan
a
lang.
tougher
Sa
Lito
akin.
Adiwang for sure. We wish you the best of luck in an injury-free match, Lito. That's on November 4 sa Lumpini Boxing Stadium in Bangkok for your rematch with Jeremy Miado. Good luck at maraming salamat for joining us, Lito.
Good luck, Lito. Thank you.
Now, more stories, sports stories after the break. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. Welcome back to The Game. Creamline said Domingo is taking her talents overseas to the Women's Volleyball Thailand League with the Nakhon Ratchasima Volleyball Club. Now, this is the same club that previously enlisted Dindin Santiago Manabat in Maylene Paat back in 2022. Creamline teammate Eliza Valdez shares her thoughts about Domingo's move and the adjustments they need to make moving forward.
I think one of our dreams also and gusto din namin makita sa mga ka-teammates namin to grow on and off the court. May it be as a Creamline, a part of the Creamline Cool Smashers or outside, diba? So we're very, very happy. We're here to support her, cheer for her, and we're really looking forward to watch her live in Thailand. And Sadie, see you soon! So I really just do hope na ma-enjoy niya yung culture, most especially the food, and sana madami siya maging ka-close na mga Thailander na players doon. And yun, we're really looking forward na makita namin siya maglaro and we're gonna support her. Well, there are a lot of adjustment coming in this conference, but our team and the coaches naman prepares us well also. And yun, I think that's our advantage in this conference. So we're just banking on that, the chemistry and the familiarity we have as a team.
Meantime, UAAP action keeps rolling as we head into the second round of basketball matches coming your way tomorrow, October 25 at the SM MOA Arena. The UAAP Men's Basketball Showdown will feature a quadruple header starting at 11 a.m. with UST taking on DLSU. Then at 1 p.m. NU will face off against UE, and at 4 p.m. Ateneo goes head-to-head with FEU. In the final game of the day, UP will go up against Adamson at 6 p.m. Over to the women's side, it's another jam-packed quadruple header day starting at 9 a.m. with FEU battling UE, followed by a showdown between Adamson and DLSU at 11. The excitement doesn't end there as NU faces Ateneo at 1 p.m. and UP goes up against UST at 3 p.m. Catch the games live on One Sports, the UAAP Varsity channel, and the Pilipinas Live app. And that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Diego Dario.
Catch us weeknights here on One News and on the Pilipinas Live app, where you can watch us live and our past episodes on demand for just $149 a month. Available for download on Google Play or the App Store. I'm Dip Dipianco, and this has been The Game.